this? Another soul willing to brave the dangers of the wilderness? How thrilling to find my paramour out here in the wilds. Virgil Henderson at your service. Board surprise auditor and 5th finest shot this side of Halcyon. Delighted to meet you. Of course I'm not. The Bureau of Creatures and Land Auditor was by last month. I certainly won't be encroaching upon her territory. She bites. I'm here to conduct a surprise audit of the local holy caves, Rizzo's lone leased property in the reserve. It is rather notedly empty. Worse, it seems the evacuation occurred without anyone filing the proper emergency paperwork. Tut tut. All Rizzo's facilities require consistent logging of work conditions. I suspect there will be information regarding the bunker during its prime, should I look into the right places. With all this in mind, there is a small issue. I actually conducted an investigation of this facility several years ago. Since my biometric data might still be registered, it's possible that my entering the facility would not be legally classified a surprise. It's a puzzle, to be sure. I may be a dashing, gunslinging space auditor, but even I know better than to question protocol. The more order there is, the less suffering. It's basic science. Suffice it to say, it doesn't behoove one of Halcyon's most prolific auditors to try to bend the rules when he thinks no one's looking. Because, my friend, someone's always looking. An uncertain suggestion. There are no shortage of legal loopholes for freelance work, but I fear setting my work on the shoulders of someone I've never met before. I may be able to hire you, but let me ask you a question to see if you're fit to represent me first. How much do you know about free market economics? That's a sufficient amount of market knowledge indeed. I knew you were the right person for the job. Head into the holy caves and see what you can find. Keep your eyes open for journals, terminals, datapads, anything that might contain info about the operation. I'm counting on you.
Wonder what they use this bunker for.
How it's done, Captain. Did I hear something? Maybe.
Great work!
I'm going to absolutely murder the next quarterly report.
If this is a cult, who am I kidding? It's a cult. Hold your judgment until you meet them. Some of my best friends were from Graham's camp.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and at least that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you? Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on it. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll... If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your... and... Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to... Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the prophet's fears were. Oh, you must have misheard me. I said high profile, not had profile. Mr. Woolrich comes by much too often to be worth... Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day. I was here at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my I noticed the prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
Gotta keep going. I can feel my inner...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly warning, ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporeal side effects. Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effect whether and sub. Timeline discrepancy. Identify. Scanning. Check. Judging by footprint. Error. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, scanning for other details. Only addition. No sign of struggle or effort. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Fruitful and I offer. We indoctrinate people in the back. With that. Yes, I understand the pressure of one's employment all too well. We've lately been looking into more ways to bolster the retreat stock of bits. But you needn't worry about how this... I'm delighted to... Oh? I'm surprised. We may have had... What? I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks... However, I did not. Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some... In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several... Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special... It was a bundle of clothing. Yes. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure. Oh, really? That all sounds like hearsay, sister. But I'm None of my clients have ever complained. Welcome. Yes, that's correct. Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness. I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least... My productivity-enhancing... What? Is this some kind of... No. Someone must have moved it after I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. No. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that... Yes. One step ahead is always shadowy.
What floor? Oh, what? To the left. What floor? Next. What floor? To the left.
The Grand Colonial. How may I... I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it. That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An industrial-grade laxative has been added to the liquor in these bottles.
Why, hello there! Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've... Excuse me. Oh, that's so nice. Now that our introductions are out of the way... Oh, yes. His judgments... Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows... For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always... But... Well, slut... Well,
share my inordinately... Oh, you're the one who visited me. Hello again. Thanks so much for brightening my day. What authorized floor? If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Timeline discrepancy. The charred fragments of a letter lies at the bottom of this wastebasket. Unfortunately, most of the writing is beyond recovery. The words,
Station, meeting point, emergency. You think it's time?
timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A single footprint. The soil in this residue contains a very... Well done, Inspector. The weather monitoring station at the pilot house substitutes for a terraformer. The soil...
Mental note.
Multiple discrepancies detected. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve, and our second A brief this unit.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Ranger's 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you? We sort of borrowed her from the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve while we were drunk. I have no idea how we managed to sneak her in here without being spotted. Don't worry, we'll return her safe and sound. Oh, it's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So... I'm ashamed to admit it, but... me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keen's cells down at the spaceport. We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking. Guess Constable Keen saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off. No, we lost him somewhere along the way. But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. Oh, Helen kept... What? Law, no... Miss, just between you and me? I heard rumors the Prophet never... What can I...
Initiating Bantariti. Burbage 3001's Banter. Burbage. Now running shock and dismay protocol. What's this? This unit.
About time you expect you... Well, that wasn't in the script, but you did at least convincing... wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy. That man can't... Oh, no, this is... You're here to investigate me. Now! Do you mean to... Oh. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me. Ask me. Certainly. How... How awful. I was meditating, of course. Respectfully, and... Oh, she... Oh, come now, Inspector. I'm an... Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignified. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed. None that I can think. Is that it? How alarming!
Timeline discrepancy detected. This bottle recently described. Chemical analysis complete. Oil, terrorray. Blood, terrorray. Unidentifiable biological fluids. Yes, Inspector. What? These substances cause extreme gastrointestinal. This bottle contains...
Aha! Next. Uh-huh.